it turned out like people like real life, trashy, regular Joe stuff. And I'm like, I got you. Like, this is me. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I guess my biggest mission right now is just normalizing real life and I don't want to be, I don't even like calling myself an influencer. That's still really weird to me. But if I was to consider myself in that category, I'd say we try to influence just normal, everyday life. Like, that's all we want. I don't want people thinking just because you have millions of followers that you have millions of dollars and that life's just easy. And like, that's just not, like, we still have bills. I am still, the maid, the nanny, the bill payer, and the school bus driver. So are you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's been awesome. But we just really, 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 really want to reiterate that is like, we're just normal people.
Hey, this is a quick shout out from one of our awesome sponsors. Check this out. Thank you to Tracy and her team down at Tranquil Turtle Massage in downtown Coeur d'Alene. My wife and I see her and her team every single month for couples massage, and I'm telling you, it is the best thing ever. She specializes in Hanu infusion, Hanu ashiatsu, guasha, and manual lymphatic drainage. If you need a massage to get you feeling good and relaxed, make sure to reach out to Tracy and her team down at Tranquil Turtle Massage. Also mention that I sent you, and you get $25 off your massage package. Also, check out CDA Brows and Body Ink, where Tracy offers the best tattoo brows and plasma fibroblasting tightening with the first ever Aurora Pro Plasma Tighten machine, not a plasma pen. And don't forget to tell Tracy that I sent you to save $100 on your next tattoo brows or plasma tightening. Shane and Erica, how are you guys? Thank you so much for taking time of your day. I really appreciate taking time and joining me on the show.
Appreciate that.
Man, you guys are a married couple. You're entrepreneurs. You guys own Out of the Way Cafe. You have close to 3 million followers on TikTok and so much more. You guys are absolute world changers. Thank you again for the time. I'd love to kick things off by going back a bit. Like, where'd you guys grow up? What was childhood like for you?
Okay, you want to start or you want me to start? Because we have two totally different backgrounds.
Yeah, nice.
I was based out of Atlanta. I pretty much grew up 30 minutes north of Atlanta and spent most of my life there. And then my path to recovery actually started because of me moving to Texas. And that's kind of like the only two main places. I mean, I've lived in Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, and Texas, but those are the two main ones. And then you were born here, weren't you?
I was born in Austin, Texas. And I've lived pretty much half of my life in Oklahoma and then half of my life in Texas and then spent some time in Louisiana and stuff like that.
I gotcha. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I mean, for you guys, who was the biggest influence on you when you were growing up?
Good one or a bad one?
Right? Yeah, I hear you, dude. There's both on my end too.
I would probably say my biggest influences growing up were my parents, and to this day, probably still my parents, but also my grandparents. Both of them are no longer with us, but they are a big factor in a lot of big decisions that I personally make in my own life. But definitely my mom. She's a beast. She put herself through college. She was a single mom.
Wow.
She met my dad, and now she's got a really good job, and they've really built a life for themselves. So I definitely, main person would say my mom.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
I would, not to coattail off her, but I'd say my dad.
Yeah.
My dad.
Okay.
He's not here no more, but he was, always taught us, hard work and just chasing your dreams and stuff like that. So, I mean, I would say definitely my dad.
I love that, man. So good, dude. Now you guys both battled addictions. I battled addictions as well, but I was curious, like, how did you guys meet, and what was that breaking point for you that kind of pushed you to get into the sober area?
So you want to go here?
No, you can go ahead with the sober story. You want to tell a story of how we met?
So, I mean, for me, it was definitely, as far as getting clean and recovery and stuff, was my kid. My oldest daughter, I made a lot of bad choices. Still wasn't in my right head. And, when my second daughter came along, I vowed that I wasn't going to make the same choices that I made the first time around. And you know. So I would definitely say my kids are, you know, what changed for me.
Nice.
And that's pretty much. I mean, when it boils down to, that's what got me straight.
Yeah.
We didn't use together, and we also technically didn't get clean together. We met after we had both turned over a new leaf. I personally I didn't have kids yet until I met this guy.
Okay.
I just got on the right path because I pretty much lost everything. I mean, I hit a different kind of rock bottom than I really even thought was possible, mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, just everything was sucked out of me. I mean, just completely. Now that's not even a good story. You want to hear a good story? Is how we met.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met at work. We both worked at the same place, and
I thought he was a drug dealer.
I kept chasing her. You know, she the tattoos and the way I kind of carried myself. She didn't want nothing to do with me at first.
It was me. I was the problem. I was the one. It was me.
Like I said, my
dreams.
dad told me never to give up and keep chasing.
Yep, totally.
So I did. I kept chasing and kept pursuing, and
turns out he had twice as long clean as I did. He had his more than I did, and that was kind of meeting him was kind of me learning there was a lot more out there than I thought I knew, and it turns out I didn't know everything.
Come on, that's so awesome.
Eventually gave in, and you know, almost 8 years later, here we are.
Come on, that's amazing. Erica, right now you have close to basically 2.7 million followers on TikTok. First, congrats on the success that you guys both have there. I tried to go back and find the first video that you had uploaded, but the furthest back I could find was one that had like 339,000 views. What does it feel like? What's that?
It was my mugshot.
It was your mugshot? Oh, that's awesome.
First one that went viral.
My mugshot's really funny. I've got the black white chain gang outfit on, and 18 years old, 145 pounds.
Yeah.
But for you, what does it feel like to know that you're impacting literally millions of people on a daily basis?
I don't know that that's really. This is gonna sound weird.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's really clicked. Like, still, I've been doing this for what 2 years?
Almost 2 years now.
And to us, we're just regular, trashy, normal, like people just trying to live the American dream. I mean, there's nothing different about us than your regular Joe Schmo down the block. And so I think a lot of people forget, I started on social media. I needed the people just as much as, some of them say they needed me. I was at the time traveling and super lonely. I mean, you worked a lot. The kids were, constantly being watched by somebody else, and we had money and we were secure, but we were miserable. So we constantly always talked about all these dreams that we had and all these things we wanted to do, but we were too chicken shit to chase the dream. And then finally one day, we started doing it, and I started posting about that. And so for me, it's more so I just want people to understand, yeah, it's scary, but nothing worth a damn is easy. And so for me, it still hasn't really clicked, I guess the amount of people.
Sure.
Because just recently I've learned going in public is a little harder than it used to be. I mean, I don't know. I still see myself as a normal person. So when people come up and they hug you and they know who you are, and it's so weird. We're just weird people. I don't know how else to explain it.
Hopefully they ask for permission before they hug you.
Some don't.
That's awesome.
It's fine.
When that mugshot video went viral for the first time, what goes through your mind in that point? Are you like, what the heck's happening right now?
So there was one right before it that started getting some traction. I wouldn't say it was viral, but it was on its way. And then I told my husband, I was like, okay, well, I've watched enough motherfuckers get canceled on here. I'm just gonna go ahead and air this out real quick and let you where we're at and stuff.
Yeah.
it turned out like people like real life, trashy, regular Joe stuff. And I'm like, I got you. Like, this is me. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I guess my biggest mission right now is just normalizing real life and I don't want to be, I don't even like calling myself an influencer. That's still really weird to me. But if I was to consider myself in that category, I'd say we try to influence just normal, everyday life. Like, that's all we want. I don't want people thinking just because you have millions of followers that you have millions of dollars and that life's just easy. And like, that's just not, like, we still have bills. I am still, the maid, the nanny, the bill payer, and the school bus driver. So are you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's been awesome. But we just really, 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 really want to reiterate that is like, we're just normal people.
Hey, this is a quick shout out from one of our awesome sponsors. Check this out. Coffee, bacon, tobacco, pine trees. Is there anything that smells better? Believe it or not, there is, and it's a fresh leather holster. If you stop by craftholsters.com, you'll open the door to a safe and comfortable carry, not only for yourself, but your entire family. Look, they've got holsters for both concealed, open carry, semi-autos, revolvers, righties, and of course, they have some holsters for you too, lefties. And all of that at a reasonable price. You got to go check them out at craftholsters.com.
I love when you like do videos and you call out dumb comments to your videos.
Best. It's the best.
So, I guess in real life, like, I have no filter. So sometimes guideline violations and like they opened the door, I just walked in. You know what I mean?
Totally. So good.
It's only fair.
So good. Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, when you guys quit your jobs about a year ago, right, to pursue the owning the coffee shop and cafe, totally scary. Stepping away from solid income and things like that.
You more so than me because you had been with the company that you worked for like 10 years, right?
It was 10 plus years. I was on salary,
benefits
and stuff bonuses. Like that, like quarterly bonuses and stuff like that. And so it was definitely a scary thing. But that was right after, like I said, my dad had passed away, and it just really started hitting home of, tomorrow's not promised to you. So, I mean, I can't take that salary nowhere. I can't, at the end of the day, I have to do what's going to make me happy today, and not, yes, I got to think about the future, but at the same time, I just got to make today better than yesterday.
I guess we're just getting old.
Yes. That's awesome. Right. I mean, you get to a point where you want to start spending more time with family and I chased the money for so long doing the corporate job thing. And I still work for a startup now, but I kind of shifted away from the office and been home for the last 7 years. And, I still get to see my kids, my wife every day. And it's so much better in that route. And the ultimate goal is to obviously walk away from the full-time gig. But, for you guys, what was it about the cafe and coffee shop? Was that always a dream of you guys that you guys wanted to go and pursue that? And then did you have friends and family telling you, don't do that? That's a horrible decision.
Well, of course.
Every single one of them.
Every single person told us that
totally
out of our mind. Especially, pandemic going on and everything like that. They're like, you couldn't have picked the best time to, chase this dream.
Like, yeah, we got this. It's going to be great.
But it has always been my dream to, kind of own a little mom and pop type restaurant, cafe, small town. Everybody knows everybody. It just kind of reminds me of, back when my grandfather used to take me to the little spot that he went and drank coffee and all the old timers sitting around talking about the weather and politics, whatever they're talking about that morning or whatever. And so that was always kind of a dream of mine. And then the coffee just kind of came along because she loves coffee.
I bartended for a really long time, and so when we opened this place, the one thing that started to bother me about the one thing about the restaurant industry is alcohol has become so normalized, like everywhere you look. In our town specifically, the population is a little over 5,000. There is not a single restaurant currently in this town that you can go sit down at and not have alcohol as like there. Like most of the places here are bar first, food second. So when
Interesting.
we decided to open our place, we were like, okay, well, you know what? We don't want alcohol, because at the end of the day, money wasn't the motive, happiness was. So why am I going to sit here and shove something down people's throats to try to make a dollar that I don't even really stand behind to begin with, if that makes sense?
Totally.
To each their own, but we wanted to be able to have a safe place you could come and eat with your family, and maybe not deal with some of the things that come along with the bar setting. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so then we were like, okay, but I like bartending, so how can we like do both? And that's where we came up with like the coffee bar. And so me and Terry, who works with us in the front at the coffee bar, her husband works in the back in the kitchen, but me and Terry both bartended. So this is great for us because now we've got kids and we don't, you know, go out and party like that anymore. So like this is just, I don't know, it's been really awesome. It's been hard. It's been really hard, but it's been really, really awesome. And I don't know, we've been blessed, because it was definitely rough when we announced what we were doing. And
Sure.
thought we would have a little bit more support, and we were kind of just told like, no, you're stupid. No, that's really dumb, because we're all drilled into our heads, you know, college, job security, good job, benefits, insurance, this, but nobody ever really talks about like happy marriage, you know, raising your children without screaming at them, you know, having a happy environment at home. And like a lot of that stems from, we're working 40 hours at a job, which is 30% of your week awake, miserable. And so for us, I mean, this has just been, it's harder, but it's a lot more rewarding and more fulfilling at the end of the day, if that makes sense.
Oh, totally. I understand that for sure. I mean, my wife and I, we both came from crazy broken homes, and you know, I had to fight off my mom's boyfriend when I was 13, and you know, I was in jail at 18, bankrupt at 21. My wife came from that crazy, you know, abusive relationship, you know, as a kid as well. And we moved to Idaho. We didn't tell anybody that we even lived, that we moved. Still, people don't have our address. We said, you know what, it's going to be tough. We're going to do it, but we're changing things. We're going to break the chains of divorce. And you know, my parents and her parents have been married like 6 times, you know, maybe 7 times total. And I was like, nope, we're not doing that. And we've been married for 17 years now. And it's been, you know, one of the greatest things ever to just take that leap there. How do you feed out that, or, you know, that the negative stuff that's coming towards you guys when that was coming towards you and they're like, hey, don't do that? How did you feed that out and go, nope, I'm going to do it anyways?
Each other.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a cute answer.
I mean, it is, you know,
it's true.
Tough days, and you know, I have my tough days, and you know, sometimes it's being a little stern with each other and just being like, hey, you need to get out of your negative mind right now. Think about what we did accomplish, and you know,
he definitely keeps me grounded.
You know, being there for each other and being able to pick each other up when we are having those tough days. Yeah, you know, that's the biggest.
It also helps to have a partner that's completely opposite of you. So find you one like super quiet and like calm, cool, collected, and then you can be the psycho, and y'all. It's a nice, because like I don't know, like when I try to fight with him, he doesn't want to fight with me, and when I'm stressed out, he doesn't feed into it. So it like helps for me when I'm stressed out not to keep going up, and for him to help me come back down. And kind of one piece of advice he's helped me with since we opened is just do what you can as you can do it.
Yep.
That has genuinely helped, like,
you know, I mean, it's just
tremendously.
When negative things come along, you just gotta, you know, for me, it's, you know, looking at what the problem is and just trying to fix what I can. You know, whatever's out of my hands and I can't fix, at the end of the day, if I can look myself in the mirror and say, you know, I put my best foot forward today, and I'm good with that, and I can sleep okay at night knowing that. You know, and whatever the outcome is, it is. You know, we'll work through whatever the outcome is, whether it's positive or negative.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you got clean, it was pretty much on your own, yeah?
Yes.
Not a whole lot of support there.
No, I pretty much.
So both of us doing that made it. And also when we first had the younger two, everybody disappeared again then. And so kind of throughout the almost 10 years we've been together, people come and go. Family, friends, everybody just kind of shows up when it's convenient or when they need something, and then we've got some good family that's been there through and through. And shout out to you guys. We love you. But having been through it a couple of times has definitely made it easier to we've just kind of accepted, like, it's you and me, babe.
Come on. That's so true. That's the same mentality that my wife and I have had through this struggle of, dealing with family members that aren't on the same page as us. You guys have a statement at the bottom of your website. I got to read this because it's so good, but it says, if you're here, I just want you to know that you matter. You're beautiful and you're important. Even when it doesn't feel like it, you are incredible. Life is a gift and we only get one. I'm rooting for you, even if nobody else is. Prove them all wrong. I love this. Who's that message for?
So I wrote that message for that one person today that's really just about to give up. They're looking for just one more reason to keep going. And I've been that person. I'm sure you've been that person. And it took that one thing that kept me from just completely giving up on everything. And it's that one person that's the reason I keep doing what I do. And I'm pretty sure the reason you keep doing what you do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I tell it all the time, with as many people, the 2.7 million people on TikTok, the hundreds of thousands on Facebook and stuff, if your message can help one person stay sober today, then it's worth it.
One person stay sober, one person chase their dream, one person just throw it all in. I mean,
because at the end of the day, I've done enough shitty shit in my life that, I try to help as many people as I can now. Whether it's me trying to redeem myself at the end of the day for whatever and trying to buy my past back
set
into
that karma balance game back up.
Totally.
No, go back down.
And if somebody can learn from, my mistakes or, willing to listen to what I have to say and maybe it helps them, then that's good enough for me, And if it's just one person out of 3 million, then that one person might help one person.
But we were both that one person, and if it wasn't for somebody going that extra mile, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Yep. I know you're one person. Shout out to Ray. We appreciate you. Because he wouldn't be where he was.
I had an old boss that, when I was going through it, he always stuck by my side, always pushed me harder and harder. And for him, that's the reason why I'm probably as clean as I am right now.
Come on. Man, that's awesome. I wanted to end the show with a couple fun questions. I'm a big music guy, so I love to ask the question, like, what's a favorite band or what type of music do you guys listen to?
Shout out to Jesse Howard. We're kind of biased. That's our friend.
Okay. That's awesome.
Who the fuck is Justin Time? Jelly Roll and his wife, Bunnie.
Okay.
We don't sing, but I just love her. I didn't.
Okay.
That's our little group right there that we really like to listen to.
It's anybody that's gonna post something motivational, something inspiring, something that's gonna make us keep going.
Nice. Love it. And Shane, did you say that you don't drink coffee?
I really don't.
Okay.
It makes the coffee for me.
It's got like 4 pounds of sugar.
But it's got a whole bunch of sugar and cream and everything. I'm more of an energy drink guy, but
sure.
I do
get
my sugar fix every now and then.
We keep green monsters stocked at the cafe. Those are just for him.
Oh, nice. Okay. I wanted to ask, like, what's a favorite drink of yours? So maybe if it's not a coffee drink, what's that favorite drink? And for you, Erik, what's that?
It's definitely Monsters. That's my
Monster.
That's my daily fit.
Yeah.
Bad for you. Don't drink them.
Erica, what about for you? What's that favorite coffee drink for you?
I drink like 4 shots of espresso in the morning.
Come on.
4 more an hour later, and then I'm out for the rest of the day.
That is my go-to drink as well. I worked for Starbucks for a long time.
I love white chocolate with my espresso, a little bit of and a little bit of whipped cream.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a 4 shots over ice guy in the morning and then call her good for a little bit and then have a mid-morning afternoon. But my wife was actually a customer at Starbucks who doesn't drink coffee, and that's how I met her. And then we met and married in about a year, and then here we are 17 years later. So she still doesn't drink coffee. Man, Shane and Erica, you guys are absolute world changers. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. I love your posts. You guys are changing lives every single day. Thank you so much for taking the time. Truly an honor to have you on the show.
Really appreciate it.
We appreciate your well.
Hey, thank you so much for checking out the show today. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to take a listen or a watch. It's truly an honor to be able to speak with such amazing guests, and I hope that they've made an impact on your life in some way, shape, or form. And you can do me one big favor that would be huge. Click that subscribe button, and then second favor, hit that share button. Thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate you. Keep changing the world. I believe in you.